everybody
today to the Geeky Puppet Show for what? For what? For the Uncanny X-Men. And before we get into this Uncanny adventure, let's meet our cast and crew. To my side, he's short and green. I'm sorry, I mean yellow. It's Wolverine.
How's it going there, little puppetine?
Well, it was going better. Look over there.
Wolverine is like Vaseline, but angrier.
Do you see her?
And you can't get rid of me.
She is Maranya.
Hello, everyone. And I knew it. If Trusty shows up, he gets credited. He's not in the reading. We never get credited.
Well, power, baby.
Take that up.
I knew it.
Take that up with my future. Look,
well, he is a Force Ghost editor.
Look below. He is seen. It is he. Eric Breen.
You little idiot. Sending me an invitation to my own wedding. I wanted to make sure you'd be here. His kiss told me I could be sure of him for the rest of our lives. Well, I guess
Mr. Breen
got married after all.
Mr. Breen.
Yes.
We have another reading to do.
I thought that was the reading.
No.
Cool.
This is another one. Less romance. We'll get into that.
I thought everybody had time for a little romance.
Do you see he's Trusty at your side? Oh, he kicked you. It's Trusty Sidekick.
Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow, kids.
I can see anything.
Alicia?
No.
Hey, lastly,
and no, she's not in this reading.
It's Melissa and Amy.
Hi, I see everyone. Hi,
Alrighty. Now it's time to remove ourselves, and so the audience sits. Now we turn on the screen so everybody can read along with this.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the fireball. I'm done with the singing.
We got comics on.
No luck, buddy. It's time for the Uncanny X-Men. We did it before. Dare we do it again?
Yes.
Rogue Storm.
The second exciting part, the conclusion.
Put some clothes on, you trollop.
You gave them to me.
In the previous issue, Storm was taken hostage by Dr. Doom and cased in a statue.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
We read this so long ago that Ronald Rugg was with us.
Mm-hmm. The Uncanny X-Men, Rogue Storm.
I was gonna let you know it will zoom in on the text, just not the. It's gonna skip over the credits.
Hey, Mr. Narrator.
That's nothing new at this channel.
2 miles above the ground, the German-born mutant X-Man Nightcrawler appears literally out of nowhere and screams.
Melissa?
Mustard and bigotry!
It's
Who
Melissa's
is
character.
the
Let her
writer
scream.
today?
The man, the myth, the legend, Chris Claremont.
Well, who's the artist?
That would be Dandy Dave Cockrum and Jivin' Josef Rubinstein.
How about the colorist?
Glynis. Like Cher, just one name.
What about the letter
The Wizard of Oz.
Who's the editor?
Why, the lovely Louise Jones.
Who's Chiefly Ed?
The even lovelier Jim Shooter.
And here's your coffee, sir.
I hate you, Carl.
Wait, is Carl's last name Abbott? I hate that guy.
No, it's Bad Caverns.
Dang, nabbit. Wait a minute.
Around him rages the ultimate storm. Weather such as this planet has not seen since its infancy. But he is only dimly aware of it. Indeed, he is barely alive and lucky to be that. Among his mutant powers is the ability to teleport. His range is limited by his strength, and the distance and direction of each port. Near is easier than far, and north-south along Earth's magnetic lines of force, easier than east-west against them. TMI, a vertical port is the most difficult and dangerous.
Unnecessary zooms.
Oh, thank you. He's just jumped 2 miles straight up, but it feels as if he's run a triple marathon.
Oh, I hurt so much, but I have to be alive. On my face. Wein, I made it. I'm outside Doom's castle. I'm falling. My God, I must have grayed out from the strain of teleporting. I'm dropping fast. I'm picking up speed every second. I can't port to the ground. I'll materialize at the same velocity I have now.
Physics, kids.
I'd splatter myself all over the landscape. What a delightful prospect. I'm still up really high, though. Perhaps I could turn out and the very violence of this gale to my advantage. Thunderstorms create vicious winds blowing through all dimensions. Right, left, down, up.
The violence of this gale.
He's just unlocked some cheat codes. I know it.
Sounds like
Down,
something
left,
English
right,
would say.
BA start. It's story time. Try to find an updraft and use it to bleed off still in my velocity. I have to be careful, though. I could just as easily glide into a downdraft. Well, there's a lake. A perfect place to land. Provided it isn't frozen.
All that wind in the background sounds like you're at the North Pole with Rudolph.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wizard. Oh no.
Fundabar! I found one. Oh, it's like riding a roller coaster. And the Saunders. I feel as if I'm being pummeled by hammers.
He waits until he reaches the apogee of the updraft, where he starts to fall again. And then, with a crack of flame and an unheard bamf of imploding air, Nightcrawler vanishes from the heart of the storm to materialize 10 feet above the lake.
Now it's
Und
drowned.
I am vet.
So much for my ambition to be an champion Olympic diver. Still, as the saying goes, any landing one can swim away from. The water's ice cold. I can feel it even through my insulated costume. The surface! At last! Oh my, the air smells sweet. For a few seconds, I was beginning to think my luck had run out. But as usual, I also think I spoke too soon. I'm a long way from shore and too weak to port. I'll have to swim for it.
And close to an hour later,
He's Keg. Must keep my teeth clenched tight. If they started chattering, my fangs could cut my lips and tongue to ribbons. I do not like water, especially in midwinter. How did I ever get myself into this mess in the first place? Time for exposition.
especially in a bleak midwinter. He answers himself with a barked ironic laugh, and then his face turns grim once more, as memories flash back to the previous evening when Arcade's henchwoman, Miss Locke, announced to Storm that she had kidnapped the X-Men's loved ones. Dr. Doomensparts was holding Arcade under a sentence of death, she'd stated, and if the X-Men wished to see their relatives and friends again, alive and friends again, all they had to do was rescue Arcade. Professor Xavier sent Havoc, Polaris, Iceman, hey, and Banshee to free the hostages Miss Locke held in Arcade's assassination amusement park, Portland, Oregon.
I thought that was Colossus on the right next to Banshee. Like, he's really short. Yeah, it's Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, who's that? Oh.
While the X-Men Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, and Angel confronted Dr. Doomschmerz. At first, everything went the X-Men's way. Nightcrawler awoke in a featureless cell. He had no idea where it was located or what surrounded it. He could only escape by teleporting blind, but he materialized around a solid object. He risked being maimed or worse. He did it anyway. They should have known it was too good to last. Doom beat them with contemptuous ease. See the last 2 issues. Louise.
Jeez, Louise.
I gambled. I was imprisoned in Doom's castle. Angel visited here last summer. According to his layout, the catacombs extended no more than a kilometer beneath the ground. I figured I could port a couple of miles, and that would give me sufficient margin of safety. I think if I were a cat, I'd be working on my 10th life by now.
Cats have a non-lethal terminal velocity.
It's true.
I don't know who the asterisk is supposed to be there. M10?
MT.
Marvel 2 and 1.
Marvel 2 and 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I think it's Mateo.
That too.
Sibley.
But my gamble paid off. I'm free. And if I can reach the others, the X-Men will give Herald Dr. Doom a rematch he'll never forget.
Meanwhile, in Doom study, Nightcrawler's escape has not gone unnoticed.
Face it, Vic. You lost an X-Man. Don't that bother you none?
Little man, have you no understanding of I, Dr. Heinz Doomschmerz? Remember, Arcade, I designed their death traps to test them. Their abilities, their intelligence, their courage. If the X-Men are truly as formidable as you have incessantly boasted, they will escape. If not...
Order, sir?
Nightcrawler is out. I wish him retaken alive and relatively unharmed. Beat the shit out of him still, but relatively unharmed.
But, sir, I'm on my break.
Your break ended 5 minutes ago.
Gee,
Wait a minute, no.
Shoot, Vic. You sure know how to spoil a body's one.
Arcade, you are beneath contempt. You are intellect without purpose.
You know it.
Porpoise?
Power without
I thought you meant platypus.
responsibility. Your only goal is your own self-gratification. What? Ororo! Close that window at once.
As you command, Lord Doomschmerz.
it looks like Doom wet his metal pants.
Yes, it did.
Sorry, I had to remember what his inside voice is like. This gale began soon after I defeated the X-Men on a night when clear skies were forecast. It is centered on this castle, and it worsens by the minute. Aurora Storm is a weather witch. What a bitch. Could this be her doing? No. She's helpless in a prison from which there is no escape, and yet, if not her, then who created this unnatural tempest and controls it now?
That'd be Gail, Egglety's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what yeah.
At that very moment, the deposed Latvian monarch's anxious questions are being echoed 2,000 miles westward in the Cheyenne Mountain headquarters of NORAD, the North American Air Defense Command.
City?
Yeah.
Irish captains?
Yep.
Glory to God!
Begorra! There it is, General Fredericks of Hollywood. This is a real-time live satellite TV transmission. At the storm's core, the winds are 150 knots landing, gusting to I watch a lot of TV.
I bet you do.
Gusting to 200 plus. Barometric pressure is almost too low to measure.
And that man's playing Gallagher.
Begorra, laddie.
Fortunately, the most extreme effects are concentrated in upstate New York City.
New York City.
New York
City.
In an area that's virtually uninhabited.
So specifically the garbage can where Flash was hiding?
Yes.
Yes, it must be.
But the core is expanding.
The apple cores.
Did you say the apple core?
Yeah.
Begorra.
I get the picture, Colonel. I'm calling the president.
What are you calling him?
All right, let's see here. I pushed a 1 and then a 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how you call the president, right? Sure.
Around Domenschmert's castle, the wind roars, and the thunder is felt more than heard. Occasionally, an explosive crack momentarily fills the air. The sound of centuries-old, 100-foot-tall fir trees being snapped in two at the base. And the lightning flashes so continuously that the castle is lit almost as bright as day.
It's
It's
a funky. It's a
the
funky.
henchman.
Yeah, I see a lot of weird things since I had it on with Doomschmertz, but this beats them all.
You know, too, I saw a lot of really weird things.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you, Phil? You ain't seen a hurricane before? You better stand back.
Yeah. I see my share of everything, Tobe. This still beats them all. I don't mind telling you, partner. I'm spooked.
I told you it's Toby. not
It's Tobe. It says Tobe.
It's Toby. The E is the Toby.
Yeah.
Tobe.
Toby or do not to be? Well, I gotta admit there, little britches. I'd rather be here than outside. If that nightcrawler dude, that one slick dude, made it into the forest fire, he's got my sympathies. Listen to them trees go, Phil.
Run!
They're running away from that fire. And by this rate, the morning slopes around here are gonna be all scarred clean down to the bare rock. Bare rock? You know what I mean, little britches?
Yeah.
Hey, huh? What's that? Phil, look out!
Someone's out there setting forest fires.
Look at the window. There's a gremlin on the side of the plane.
Oh no.
Nightcrawler howls, his voice topping the storm, and bares his teeth in a demonic snarl.
Hello.
These mercenaries are among the best in the world. Dome requires no less. So the X-Men's sudden appearance and horrific visage freezes them for only a second.
Bamf.
Yet, by the time they recover their wits and open fire, Nightcrawler's somewhere else.
Oh no.
And he's big.
Big and pink.
Guten Nacht, meine Herren. I hope you have most unpleasant dreams.
Ugh.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Yeah, it's not.
That was refreshingly easy. And my brief scrap has generated a welcome adrenaline surge within me. For a brief time, I'll be operating at peak efficiency. Let's hope I'll finish my work before it wears off. The storm is working to my advantage, forcing Dome's goons to stay inside. The coast below is clear. Ready or not, meine old friends, here I come.
Nice. And speaking of those friends, Colossus.
The whirlpool is steadily eroding the rock I cling to. The water is no problem. I do not breathe in my armored form, so I will not drown. But huge energy guns line the bottom of this cell. They blast anything that drops toward them. Their concentrated fire may be enough to injure even my organic steel body.
Ah, organic.
And I am far too important to be captured. I have been watching various rocks fall. I think I have spotted a pattern to the way the guns operate. This piece I'm knocking off is roughly my size and mass. It should provide an adequate guinea pig. Aha! As I expected, the blasters disintegrated it. Now to drop a second piece. This one considerably small. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's the narration.
No,
That's
No, so you.
that's you.
So why he refers himself to? Okay.
Well,
This
yeah.
one considerably smaller than the size of I, Peter Rasputin. The guns aren't firing.
Mm.
Size has to be the key. They will fire on the massive armored form of Colossus, while ignoring the comparatively smaller human Peter Rasputin. I, Peter Rasputin, not to be confused with he, Magneto, really have no alternative. If I do not go now, there may not be another rest area for 87 miles.
Oh dear.
I will when the pillar collapses, like Soviet Union, and that won't be long. I must breathe deeply, saturate my lungs with air. In my human self, I, Peter Rasputin, am also much weaker than I am as I, Colossus. Surviving this whirlpool will not be easy.
Didn't he just hold his breath to open his mouth open?
I am not the smart one on this team.
It's a rough passage. Chunks from the crumbling rock pillars swirl all about him, some large enough to draw the attention of the room's blasters.
Oh,
Grimly, Colossus presses on, struggling to control the speed and direction of his descent as the whirlpool draws him down. Blasters fire, scorching his side as they vaporize a rock only meters from one outstretched arm. He cries out in shock and pain and loses half his air.
the guns. I've nearly reached them. By the white wolf. They all seem to be pointed at me.
Geralt
Oh,
of Rivia?
shit.
He swims for his life,
Swim.
expecting every second to be his last.
I'm through. Guns are not tracking me. Almost no air left. Lungs burning. But I cannot change yet. I am still too close. Must push on. Bit longer.
Just a little bit longer.
Finally, when it seems as though his lungs would burst,
Must stretch out scene. I believe it is my only one in this comic. No more time. I must take the risk or drown, except for I just said in my armored form I do not breathe and I will not drown. Again, not the smart one.
friends of old Marvel,
Yeah.
the young Russian concentrates, and in a flare of bioenergy, flesh and blood miraculously transform to near invulnerable living armor.
Oh,
And
trust me, we made a mistake. It's and friends of old Marvel.
oh
Afu.
yeah, I stand corrected. Apum. Angel,
On hill.
Mhm.
Pixel.
He's eating.
Sorry, no, I
At the cost of some.
At the cost of some singed pin feathers. Quiet, frog.
I will not quiet, Gene.
I don't place out. So long as I remain on my central perch, I am safe. Central Comics perch, my bad. But the moment I fly off, lasers mounted in the walls, floor, and ceiling of the cell open fire. The individual light beams aren't intense enough to kill, but en masse, their cumulative effect is deadly. At first I thought they fired randomly, but they don't. There's a programmed sequence forming a complex, intricate maze. Ha-cha-cha. If I want to leave, all I have to do is fly that maze at top speed without hesitation or mistakes. Either would be fatal. Here goes. This is akin to the Danger Room, where Professor Xavier trains the X-Men in the use of our mutant abilities, though the stakes here are a wee bit higher. Doom must be doing the same thing, testing us to see what we can do and how well we can do it. I got a hot flash for you, Doomsy. We're the best. Ha-cha-cha. Holy, the cell blew up behind me. Nice try, fella, but no cigar. I recognize this hall. I'm in the catacombs beneath Doom's castle. I'll bet the others are nearby. I've got to find them and free them. That roaring sound and the sudden increase of air pressure. Something's coming.
Oh no.
He drowns.
I washed out.
I want to know how he's reading ahead so fast.
That's what I was wondering.
I don't know either. It's like he's a panel ahead before I move it.
Yep.
I have the comic open on my end.
You dirty dog.
Well, it's really hard for me to read on this screen, okay?
I know the little phone. I was
Oh
wondering.
yeah. Okay.
Wolverino floats in a zero-gravity field within a cell whose op-art paint scheme creates the illusion that there are no walls, no floor, no ceiling, only infinite space. His slightest moves trigger vicious psychedelic light shows that are methodically, inexorably driving him insane. It's a familiar battle. This struggle to hold on to his sanity, one he's fought all his life. He doesn't remember what set him off the day he almost killed James and Heather Hudson, his best friend and friends, and the only and family he'd ever known. It could have been a word, a gesture, a smell, a random fart. His senses are so acute that he responds to subliminal clues most people don't even notice.
Yes, farts trigger me.
And starring Eddie Munster as Wolverine.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Logan, why are you doing this? We mean you no harm. You're safe with us. We love you. You're a rational being. We have an intellect. Use it. Don't simply react. Don't blindly follow your instincts and emotions. Think, Logan. Control them. Control yourself. You're not an animal, my friend. You're a human being.
Woman.
Yeah. And friend.
You're right there, Mac. And I wouldn't do some of these things I've done. Macaroni, Heather, I'm sorry. We're out of Velveeta.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You guys have been too good to me. So how do I repay you? By trying to tear off your hearts out. Face facts, Jack. I'm crazy. A government-certified psycho-killing ting. I had to be locked away.
You're ill, Logan. We no more, no less. All we have to do is find a cure.
Wow, Max sounds different.
Yeah. Whoa.
Somebody go out there and take out those blasted punks in their motorcycles and cars.
Maybe that's what triggered him. He could hear her coming.
Yep.
Damn Utes. Mac tried. I'll give him that. The berserker spells came less and less frequently. And for a while, after I joined the X-Men, I got them pretty much completely under my control. But lately, that control's been slipping. I'm becoming as much a danger to the X-Men as to the creeps we fight. Next, I'll be Australian. Oh, mate. I can feel a berserker rage building inside me. If I cut loose, I'll revert to the animal side of my nature. So totally that I may never regain my humanity. I've been down that rope before. I'd rather die. Of course, I could do nothing. I'd be safe. Unless Andrew Hernandez is there, then I'd be out. I ain't played things safe a day in my life, and I ain't about to start either. I have to harness the power of my rage. Make it work for me. I hit a wall, as I expected. It's repelling me. I set up another light show, too. Cripes. It's bloody murder. I can handle it, though. I got to.
At Wolverine's mental command, claws extend from the backs of both hands.
Snake.
Razor sharp, forged of unbreakable adamantium, they're capable of cutting any substance on Earth. Even government cheese.
Ooh, that's pretty
As
sharp.
Wolverine collides with another wall, he slashes it open in the split second before it bounces him away.
Take that, wall.
Ding, 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 ding.
Again and again he repeats the process. Some cut shallow, others deep, some doing no real damage.
Turn into Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep.
Others considerable.
Oof. I'm on the floor. I must have short-circuited the anti-gravity field. I feel wasted. But I can still think. I'm still in control. Score one for the psycho. I say as I talk with my teeth closed.
Mm-hmm. Are his teeth adamantium?
Well, they're bones, but
It takes Wolverine barely a minute to find a wall and cut his way to freedom.
This corridor is flooded. I'm picking up familiar scents. I guess I ain't the only X-Men busting out of Doom's dungeon. The scents are flesh, but almost too diffused to follow. I should find them. Set up a battle plan. Hold it. The air's sticking with ozone, and the thunder's shaking the walls, even down here. That Frank Castle must be in the middle of the one beautiful electric storm. This doesn't feel natural, like the Ric Flair. Woo! If Aurora created something big and powerful, she must be fighting for her life. I got no time to corral the others. Aurora needs my help. Now!
Golden Corral?
Carl! Coral!
Yeah, Coral.
Call your mom's dead. Coral!
No.
Soon, in Dr. Doomenspertz's private study.
Who dares? Wolverine.
What were you expecting? A platypus?
I love that cartoon.
On your toes, Twinkle Toes. The cavalry just arrived. Following Dooms and arcade trails was child's play. but I couldn't find a trace of Storm's scent. There she is, but how come she ain't fighting Doom?
Aurora, deal with this, diminutive upstart.
As you command, Lord Doomschmertz.
Thank you.
A Dominican upstart.
Yes.
Not a trance there, sweet lips.
Ow!
Ooh.
You're gonna feel that in the morning.
It's a robot. Oh, that's a spoiler.
Fascinating. And I thought I was ruthless.
A freaking effort, Doom. Your robot looks perfect. But I never just go by appearances. I know a person by their stance, their smell, and their feel. Wee! I knew when the minute I laid eyes on Storm that she was a freak. Crap!
She was only a toy, little man.
Hey!
Did you think? Not you, Storm. I'm talking about the Roby.
The robot. He couldn't take the real Storm.
Did you think you could deal with me as easily?
Easy or hard, it makes no difference. I'll keep coming, Doom. I'll chase you to the end of the earth. You can't stop me, Shocker.
This is great!
Until I get you and your little dog, too.
I love the background.
Material is above Doomschmertz. It's Nightcrawler. Doom hasn't spotted him yet, but his brimstone stench is sure to give him away.
With a fearsome demonic howl, Nightcrawler rips a huge tapestry off the wall and dives for the floor.
Whee!
Brittle fate done, Nightcrawler. You got him.
Cretin! Doom may be blind like Alicia, but he is far from helpless.
Or Matt.
Not bad there, bub. You throw a fair punch. Too bad you're hitting a man with the adamantanium bones. Now it's my turn.
No!
Quit reading ahead, blast it.
No!
I'll offer you a deal, Doomschmertz. Your life for Storms, unless you think you can kill me before I poke these claws through your little pretty face plate. Then again, I'm one of the good guys. I could be elbowing you.
You do not, Alec Baldwin, Wolverine. In that, we are very much alike.
Decide then. The choice is yours.
She is on the dais behind you. My metabolic transmuter. My metabolic transmutinator transformed her from flesh and blood into living chrome. This herb will reverse the process.
Oh, quit complaining. You're not the one doing this voice.
And you try doing this voice.
I do this voice, you're good.
Of all the crew, sadistic.
Throw the Pokeball, damn it, pal. If Doomschmertz lying, he dies.
Doom isn't lying.
Damn right.
That blinding flash of light. My neighbor will unfind. I hope we did the right thing.
If we didn't, we didn't get a Pokemon. Oh shit, we got a Digimon.
Hot damn!
Free! Lords of the earth and air, I am free!
To the tribes of Western Kenya, Aurora was a goddess, mistress of the elements, bringer of life. They worshipped her, never realizing that, essentially, she was as human as they. Not a goddess, but a mutant. Homo superior.
Hey.
And ooh la la.
I know, right?
As a young child, she was buried alive, and that trauma left her an incurable claustrophobe. For Aurora, her transformation into a living statue was the ultimate nightmare. In a desperate, instinctive bid for freedom, her subconscious created within her an insatiable demand for power. That near infinite power, now unleashed, has evolved her beyond all comprehension. The two X-Men are stunned by her transfiguration. Doomschmerz is not.
Hey!
That was why he'd allowed them to free Storm, to provide the momentary diversion he needed to make his own escape.
Get to the chopper now.
In retrospect, however, he wonders if he should have left well enough alone.
Not run, Doomschmerz. It is a wasted effort. No place on earth can hide you from my wrath. No power or entity can protect you. Not even Froggy.
Rania, say feel the wrath.
Feel the wrath. Feel the wrath and Schmerz.
Of course, Breen's on here.
Face it, Rainbow.
I deflected that lightning bolt, but the effort drained my armor's energy reserves. Another attack may well destroy me like another line. I have to milk this one for as long as I can.
Yeah, huh?
Her breath is a song of ice and fire, her voice rolling thunder. She is one with the entire Captain Planet.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, she said fire to the rain.
Yes, she did. She's seen fire. She sees rain.
She's seen sunny days that she thought would never
Would
end.
never end. Yes.
And all its myriad elemental forces are hers to command. And her mind is overwhelmed by more and more intense sensations than she has ever conceived of, much less experienced. It's a progression the X-Men have seen before.
No, not Roro. Not her. Too. Kurt, we've got to stop her.
How?
Give her a Snickers.
Let me read ahead.
Give her a
You know
Snickers.
yourself when you're hungry.
Galadriel?
Yes.
Am I not beautiful, Lord Doomschmerz, and terrible? Do you not fear me? You should. You shall.
I'm very conflicted on how I feel at the moment.
I'm kind of too wondering because she doesn't sound like no sassy black woman I know.
Well, she's not that right
He's
now.
not sassy. She's not misty now.
It would appear I have another scene.
Yes, you do.
My flood washed me, Colossus, to the lowest levels of the castle's catacombs. It took seemingly forever to climb out.
Most of this reading.
By the White Wolf. Zach approved. What is happening here?
I want a shirt now that says by the White Wolf.
Aurora has changed. She is attacking both Doom and Schmerz and our fellow X-Men. I had best remove everyone from harm's way.
His method is simple but effective.
It is the Russian way.
Yes.
Final
He's-
solution.
He smashes the granite floor of the study, trusting that Nightcrawler's phenomenal agility, Wolverine's adamantium-laced skeleton, and Doom's armor will prevent their being seriously injured.
Son of a bitch!
No, at least Wolverine and Nightcrawler.
Aurora, it is I, Peter. I, Peter, stand before you as an end friend.
We have no end, friends. I have no credits in these readings. I need none.
None of us ever get credit. You are so uncredited.
Yes, I am that I am, little brother. I am power. That's you.
Aye. My metal form naturally attracts her lightning bolts. I thought it was my animal magnetism.
That too.
Even the tiniest strike causes me pain. However, I can withstand their onslaught for the moment. I must endure. Try to reach Aurora before Aurora it is too late.
Man, they keep dropping that name Onslaught in these books.
I have no wish to harm you, Pyotr Nikolaevich. Begone.
God.
No.
Man, this is an amazing show.
Nothing like being in time for the main event.
Uh-huh.
Troops, there's a gale blowing outside like you wouldn't believe. I can't survive those winds. Nothing living can. They're tearing the castle apart and the land around it.
We face a rogue storm here as well, Tavares.
If I could just reach an enator. Haven't you already done enough doom? I'll lay odds you're responsible for this. Assess blame when the crisis is past, Agent. Assuming we live so long, my intellect, my powers, my innators are the only things that can save us.
Uh-huh.
Your intellect, your powers, your devices are finite, doomish schmutz. They have limits. I have none. For all your posturing, you are still no more than a little man.
Oh shit, that hurts my feelings.
I am a goddess. I am the fire at your desire.
And she's topless.
No, she's not. She's still got some covering. Barely.
Barely.
Barely. Thank you.
Ha-cha-cha.
Indeed.
No. You are Aurora. Remember that, Wind Rider. Find yourself once more. Find your soul, your humanity. Hold on to that. With all your heart and all your strength, or we are lost.
In space.
You face the Gorgon within you. One of the awesome, incredible Inhumans.
Yeah! Wait, sorry. No, man! He sucks!
He's not.
As Phoenix did. You must triumph as she did not.
Phoenix. The name sparks images of a laughing redhead woman who was Aurora's dearest end friend. And these scattershot memories spark an awareness of who Aurora is and what she has become. She screams in rage and grief for her dead end friend, for herself, and for the entire tri-state area.
Yes.
And then rides a spear of raw energy through the heart of the storm to the edge of space.
Huh. If I were the Avenger, though, I could disperse this storm with a thought. But I must work with the forces of nature, not ride shot over them, and gently shape them to my will. I'm going to do it. The effort is as tremendous as the Holocaust itself. I did not dream I was capable of creating such a team.
It's clobbering time to the storm.
Yes, it is.
Her power sings within her,
Yes, it
and
does.
she sings the body electric.
Yes, it does.
And at last, Aurora understands how shut up Jean Grey felt as Phoenix.
Fine.
Those memories of her beloved and friend give her the strength she needs to face her inner demons. The power is hers, they cry. Why give it up? She fights, she endures, and finally,
And she survived.
Wow, they plagiarized Captain Planet. The
Yes, they
power is
did.
yours.
Yes, it did.
first she was afraid, she was petrified. She triumphs over the storm, and more importantly, over the dark side of her soul. The effort nearly kills her.
She's falling, and she won't be getting back up.
Mm-mm.
The storm's slackening. It's always storm, but the winds are still awfully fierce. It'll be dangerous, but I have to try to reach her.
Of course you would.
She's falling at terminal velocity. A sudden stop will break every bone in her body.
Like
I
Gwen
have to
Stacy.
match speeds and gradually break her descent.
And Angel?
Who better to rescue a damsel in distress? Ha!
Not much of a dress, though.
Relax, Aurora. You're in good hands here.
With Allstate.
Yep.
You're safe.
Mhm.
And I saw that play up.
I thought Angel and Andy said you're out.
Hmm.
Soon,
Sunrise. It is so beautiful. A good omen, I think. Thank you, Angel.
Anytime, Storm. After all, what are ant heroes for?
Uh-huh.
Nothing. Say it again.
say it again.
Going somewhere, comrade Arcade?
Hey, Palcos, this want to
I think not.
go?
That's right, Amy. You got another line.
I know, fantastic.
And unless you behave yourself, I will leave you to Wolverine's tender mercies.
Robert Duvall.
Yes, those.
Sounds good to me, bub.
I am pleased that you are alive and well, Aurora.
I'll bet.
Look, even Melissa gets a line. It's a
Yeah.
miracle.
Yes. Ah, Lord Dune, I ask Instruments, I ask a final time for Arcade. Innocent lives are at stake. We must have him, and your pledge to take no further hostile action toward him.
You ask much, child. He insulted me. Honor demands satisfaction. Though an apology will suffice.
Good luck. You heard him, Arcade. Apologize.
No way, lady.
Hey! Wolverine?
I'm sorry. I'll never insult or bother you again, Vic. You have my word.
For what it is worth.
Nah, you're no fun.
Aurora, I too would like to apologize. I am a creature of habit. You X-Men attacked me in my home, the tri-state Latveria. Seemingly without provocation. I only responded in kind. I would hope that we might begin anew. You are a most fascinating woman. I would like to get to know you better.
Very well, Lord Dumenschmerz. We part neither as and friends nor and enemies. Our slate is clean. The next move, for good or ill, is yours. And watch your hands, honey. I will smack you.
That
Please
middle's
don't.
cold. At that moment, 1,500 miles south, the morning sun rises over a remote island located deep within the Bermuda Triangle. Two young people slowly, languorously awaken. Not Brooke Shields and Christopher Atkins.
Nope.
One is a lettuce forester, captain owner of the trawler Arcadia, washed overboard days ago in a freak squall. Her companion is Scott Summers, crewman and friend. He dove in after her. Unknown to Lee, Scott, as Cyclops, was once leader of the Uncanny X-Men.
Morning, sleepyhead.
Look, they drew nipples.
On him, yes.
Well, I hope so.
After the death of his beloved Quiet Jean Grey, Phoenix, Scott took a leave of absence. Last Christmas, he gave her his heart. Following weeks on the road, he signed aboard the Arcadia. It's a decision he hasn't regretted.
Money yourself. Quiet, Gene.
Jean? Who's Jean?
Lee? I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else. Obviously.
That's a sure.
Nope.
Oh, is that me? Well, obviously. Want to talk about it?
Not particularly. This is something I have to work out on my own.
Scott, don't. Oh, good Lord.
Lee, your voice trailed off. What's wrong, girl? I can't see. What is this bullshit?
Neither can I.
Welcome to my world.
Good seeing you again, Matt.
Alicia?
I don't see why this is necessary to join our readings.
Are we in this book?
We are now.
Nice. Alicia's been in more issues. This is amazing. It is a city.
Oh,
Unlike anything I've ever seen. On an island, it's roughly a mile offshore. An island that, well, wasn't there yesterday.
Once more,
Okay, let's see if it zoomed in for you.
Scott curses the blindfold which keeps his eyes sealed shut,
Curse you blindfold that keeps my eyes shut.
and his deadly optic blasts in check.
And my deadly optic blast in check.
He lost his ruby quartz glasses,
I lost my ruby core glass. Sorry, let's go.
designed to control the awesome power of those mutant beams.
Yes, awesome power.
Something about the surf as a consequence. For the first time in his life, he is helpless.
I'm helpless.
It was in the
Hi,
sun.
helpless.
In the- there
I'm
you go.
puppeting.
Next, Cry Mutant.
Now remember there, puppeting, there's a certain way we do these things.
There you go.
Thank you.
We killed them all. Yay! We want to ask you to please like and comment and subscribe. It does help out the channel. We hope you had a marvelous time with my intellectual property.
Oh God, he's back.
I gotta ask you.
You can't
Almost.
see my bald head even with
I got one more thing to ask you, little Puppeteen.
Yes.
Were you glad that you got Lisa Rita's Doomschmerz?
Yes. Yes, I was.
Because I know you're probably thinking the X-Men with Charles Xavier, but
He was in a picture. He just didn't say anything.
It's okay. I'm always here in
Oh, no.
spirit.
You always
In
are
your
here.
mind.
You're always in the credits.
Like, comment, subscribe. It's my intellectual property.
You know,
and you
if you-
must consume it.
hold on a second, we gotta fix something. There we go. Now
How
we're looking
dare
at you, bro.
I go here. Thank you.
You don't like
Slap
my-
along.
I love my derpy face.
Go derp yourself. We're
Derp,
into
derp.
this now. Bye, everybody.
Hour 2.
See you real soon. Oh, boy.
LOUSC.